Now, I told you all that I'm married. This is me and my wife here. She makes me look good. I don't care what nobody say. Bless the Lord, oh my soul. All that's within me. I say, they say ain't nobody like Jesus. Ain't nobody like Jesus, and ain't nobody like my wife. So I love my wife, and me and my wife, we've been married. It'll be 8 years in January. And I really can't say too much in preaching and speaking without, talking about family and wife. So y'all just kind of bear with me for a minute. But this is one thing that I've learned. I communicate for a living. Like, this is what I do. Like, I speak, I preach, facilitate workshops, I coach, even at like management, like I'm like directing people. Like, I communicate for a living. But when we first got married, I learned very quickly I'm not as good of a communicator as I thought I was. All right, like marriage taught me some things about communication that I really didn't think was a big deal. And I had these assumptions because I'm like, you love God, I love God, we together, we love each other. And so we're supposed to just get it. It didn't happen like that. Me and my wife had a lot of arguments and disagreements early on. And it wasn't until, watch this, me and my wife began to teach each other, sometimes through trial and error, but sitting down and being intentional about teaching each other how to love each other. Don't speak to me like that. I don't like that. I don't like when you do this. Can you do this more? I really like when you do that. Oh, you smell good today. Oh, I like your hair today. That sort of thing. And we begin to learn each other so that we can effectively communicate. And when we effectively communicate, we're able to come together and have more harmony and more peace. It's interesting that the Bible compares marriage and church. It's like marriage is a microcosm, if you will, of Christ in the church. It's an example, or through your marriages, people should be able to see Christ's love for the church. Right. Marriage should be a witness. That's why you can't just be marrying anybody and whatever else people try to do with marriage. Marriage ain't no joke. So it's meant to be a witness, and it's funny that just like in marriage you have communication issues, in church and ministry, you have them as well. You would think that just because we both come to the same church, we both came down to the altar, we both lifted our hands, we both love God, that we'll automatically be able to come together, but that doesn't always work.
Yes, sir.
And so just like me and my wife had to teach each other how to love each other, in ministry we got to teach each other how to work with each other so that we can reduce the stressors. Because this is what happens when you have issues, and again, I'm not just talking about marriage, but when you have issues and stress in marriage, you start to say things like me and my wife said in the first few years, maybe we shouldn't have done this. Maybe we did this too quick.
I say amen, Reverend.
Hold on, man, we probably should have married somebody else. If I would have married somebody else, I wouldn't have these issues. If I was at, and then, all right, let's bring it back to ministry. Maybe I shouldn't have came to this church. You know what, Dr. G, maybe I shouldn't even have trusted God in the first place. Right. And so now there's no secret that because people have issues in marriage, they're getting divorces, they're leaving their marriage. And there's also no secret that because people are having issues in ministry, they're leaving ministry. It's no secret, 1,500 to 1,700 pastors are leaving ministry every month, they say. It's no secret that people are denouncing their religion by the droves. It's no secret that pastors are committing suicide at an alarming rate. These things are no secret. And the biggest issue that I'm finding, in some regards in my own little studies, is that people have allowed people to be a weight on them because they don't understand the people that they're dealing with. And so now you placed expectations on people and you've given things to people that they don't have the capacity to deal with. And now because they don't have the capacity to deal with it, now as a pastor, I got to open up the church. I got to close the church. I got to set the church up. I got to put money out of my pocket because I expected people to do this stuff and now they're not doing it. And as a result, I'm stressed. Maybe God didn't call me to this. Maybe I should quit. Business, marriage, whatever it is. But when you have an understanding of people, because ministry and life is all about relationships. And when you understand your relationships and when you understand those who are in this walk with you in whatever capacity, it reduces your stress.